This perhaps is your life. It's a loop. It's a loop of the same day, same week, the same month, the same year, year after year. Oh, but you're graduating soon. Okay, then this will be your life. We're always told growing up that this is what adulthood is like. You find a nice, stable job and you do pretty much the same thing every single day until you retire, and then once again you do the same thing every day until you die. Does this sound like fun to you? Like this is how you want to spend your life? The sad thing is that we're kind of taught that this is just how life is, especially out of college. It's just a boring, stress-filled, lifeless living. That's why college party life exists, because you want to have enough fun to last the rest of your life. Now, some people may not mind it. They might find comfort in the monotony, but I have a feeling you don't. I wonder if you're the kind of person who wants more out of life, who wants to see what you can do, who you can become. I wonder if there's a part of you that questions if this is all just a lie, an illusion, and that an exciting, successful, extraordinary life is possible. Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out, and this video, I think, is the first step to achieving that kind of life. Here's how to escape this loop once and for all and change everything in 2025. All right, the education system has taught us that failure is a horrible thing, and that you need to spend all your time preparing, thinking, and studying before you act. From what I see, this is honestly the downfall of most people, that they spend so much time prepping and theorizing that it just never happens, that nothing gets done. Because at some point they get to the conclusion that failure is still a possibility, even after all this prep and preparing, that they could still fail, and they don't think that's a good thing at all. So they run, they quit, they give up before they even start. At some point you go through this cycle of getting inspired, creating goals, wanting to change, thinking and preparing and theorizing and studying about taking that action to change. Then realizing that failure is still possible, thinking that's not a good thing at all and that you don't want to put yourself through that, and nothing happens and you stay stagnant. And it's just a vicious cycle over and over and over and over again. Constant giving up on yourself, constant inaction, constantly wishing you were someone different, wishing you were doing something different. And at some point you go through this enough to convince yourself that nothing is ever going to change and that you can't escape from this loop. So what happens? A loss of hope leads to paralysis. And the only way to get unstuck is by doing something about it. And the way you do something about it might just be shutting off your brain, stop thinking, and just taking action. I know you might be thinking, stop thinking? Shutting off your brain, that's kind of stupid advice. Maybe it is. I'm not saying to be stupid and make crazy dumb decisions just for the sake of taking action. But what I am saying is that we all know what we can do to change our lives forever. It might be getting in shape, starting that business, applying for that job, leaving your job, or just picking up a new hobby. I know you have something in mind, so just do it. I get it, it's easy and simple to keep living the same way that you've been living. And breaking free from that is risky and uncertain, and it will require work and discomfort. But do you really want to be the kind of man who continues living a life that you're not okay with just because it's easy and secure? Do you really want to continue living the same day, the same week, the same month, the same year over and over again? Maybe it's time to change, bud. And I'm not just talking about some stupid New Year's resolution or another false promise to yourself. If you're serious about it, you will act now. You're not going to wait for some holiday to get your life together. All right, it's time to stop thinking about it. It's time to stop imagining everything that could go wrong, what people are going to think of you, what the failure is going to feel like. It's time to understand that failure is inevitable, and all it is an opportunity for you to learn and grow. Isn't that what you want anyways? To become better? There's not some magic pill that you can take to automatically cut all corners and become better instantly. You do that through failure, through trying, through actually taking action in your life. You have to understand you are going to remain in the same loop forever if you do not do something about it. And clearly, if you're still watching this video, you've been through that loop of getting inspired, creating goals, wanting to do something about something, recognizing that it could all go wrong, that it is risky, that it's not secure, that people might laugh at you or judge you or whatever. and then quitting before you even start. If you're still watching this, you've been through that, and clearly that doesn't work. So maybe it's time to actually just shut off your brain and go. Just go to the gym. Who cares what people think about you? You're gonna have bad form. Your first workout is gonna be the worst, but you grow and you learn as time goes on. Your first video is gonna be the worst, but that only means each one after is better and better and better. The truth is, it doesn't matter what people think of you. What matters is what you think of yourself. And if you are not okay with living this kind of life, what are you doing? Why are you still living the same way? It's time to break free. Because after all, nothing changes if nothing changes. And it's up to you to do something about it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think of this video. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos. And once again, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.